And Shalom, we'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone and taught this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elects. Shalom. Welcome to today's video. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother right here in the city of Detroit, Mashaba. And we're making this video. I know it's kind of late. Right now it's 12:40 a.m. at night. And I was about to drift off to sleep, really, here. I'm here in my mobile home. That's where I've moved into. I thought I'd, finally go ahead and move into it because what's doggone YNs and 2/3 making too much noise at where I was living with a buddy of mine. But he was a terror anyway. So anyway, right, and that situation happened, occurred because my house had burned down. That used to be here. Yahweh Shai. And so, I bought me a mobile home, so I'm here in my field right now. Lord's will, I'll be able to complete my RV garage that I'm building right now. So, I was about to drift off to sleep, and I heard a noise, a bumping, and the mobile home kind of shook like. I was like, what? And so, I'm kind of suspicious. Like, it's kind of nighttime, I'm low vision blind and it's nighttime. Oh my goodness, But I was sitting inside the lounge area of the mobile home down there, and heard some more noise. And then, because when I first heard the noise, I knew it wasn't it seemed different than human. I was thinking more of like a spiritual or angel or animal sort of situation. And turns out it's an animal situation. Up on top of my roof, I think there's a raccoon up there. And I think he don't sit right up here, and it's kind of big. I'm afraid to go out with my flashlight and check it out. I'm afraid to go out there, and I don't want to get attacked. I'm waiting till the daytime. I'm not going out there, and I'm low vision blind too, and I'm older and so forth. So anyway, I figured, hey, I might as well do me a video since a raccoon don't woke me up. So here we go. This is Romans chapter 11. I just thought I'd share that with you. That's the reason why I'm up now, late. So I figured I might as well do me a video. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time. See, I thought I'd go ahead and do a video on this scripture because you're right. In knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. And it is. It's time for us, and bam. And that's what the raccoon was doing. Was pretty much awakening me out of the sleep that I was trying to go into, to just lay down and rest. No, boom. Do a video on this. It's high time for us to wake up out of sleep. It's a lot of brothers. It's a lot of people, I should say, out there right now. The rest of the world, man, especially the 2/3, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, are both out there just being as wicked as they want to. The 2/3 are just going off, and people trying to live according to whatever way they want to live. They're not even in adherence to Yahushua, not at all. People more so are you can't trust them. You don't know what game they playing. When people, when people see me in my field, say, excuse me, sir, this or that, and they go to ask me a question, I first, prepare myself. Goddamn 2/3 about to talk to me. What is he or she about to say? This morning, a guy, I think my neighbor, or maybe his son, and the little daughter, little baby, I guess about 1-2 years old, they were walking around in the field and stuff. Not this morning, the other morning. You see, so that prompted me to go ahead no, it was this morning. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I got to finish off my fence, so people won't be just walking on my field. you know. But it's high time to awaken to what these 2/3 are doing. What Esau is Edom, he's setting some things out that people they don't seem to realize what's about to happen. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. For us, for us who are being awakened or have been awakened by Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, we know what's up. We see what the prophecy is saying, and we preaching these prophecies unto the world in order to awaken the elect. We see what is going down, and we see what the people they just simply not prepared and not ready because it's not for them to be prepared. No, it's not. It's for them to not be ready for salvation because they are not marked with the Thawah, okay, the mark of exemption from judgment. Okay, they don't have that. You see, so and it's sad because hey, a lot of our family members, they may have we may have spoken with them and tried to get them to understand, and they didn't get it. You had to say forget it and move on. I'm glad before my mom passed, I got her to say Yahweh Shai's name. I did. I got her to say his name before she had passed, and that made me feel real good for that. We're gonna read some more of these scripts. This is Isaiah 21, verse 11. The burden of Duma, 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 he calleth to me out of Syria. You see, there's an awakening call coming. You see, watchmen, what of the night? Watchmen, what of the night? You see, the night is the darkness of the dumbness that is upon the people. The people don't seem to understand what's going on. You got so many people that's in so much folly right now. It's Friday night. You got what do you hear all around? Boom, 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 boom. In the distance, people partying. That's what they got on their mind. And you hear people hooping and hollering and yeah and all this. That's what they're doing. They partying hard. They ain't thinking about or even considering that what's about to happen and what's about to go down is Jacob's trouble, is martial law, is all these things. Just wait. Just wait to when they declare martial law. When martial law declared, it's going to be so much horror. The Bible said, let not thy flight be during the winter. Okay, if the flight be doing, if Yahweh Shai decide to have Esau is Edom to rain down martial law and shut down the system, whether it be they do hacking, they hack the system and shut down all the utilities all over America, or Canada shut down the utilities. That'll shut down the utilities for Detroit, for Michigan, for Minnesota, New York, and some of the other cities in America. You see, automatically, or it can be where China or North Korea or Russia, all of those hackers, or a domestic hacker from here. Because people, again, Egyptian against Egyptian. You got a lot of people that Edomites that now they hate their government. They hate their government. They see that the American dream turned out to be nothing but a complete loss, a nightmare, nothing that they can actually hold on to. No matter what they heap onto themselves, they cannot keep it. They can't take it with them to the grave. They got to leave it behind, and they leave it behind to their children. What they leaving behind them? Debt. They leaving them a house. They leaving them debt. They're not leaving them anything, but they giving them. At least they're leaving them something that they can sell. Make them some money. They see that there is no way. There is no there's no way for them to have a happy life. All of that frost and ice and Oriella and that Walt Disney mess, and they realize all that was a lie, and they gotta wake up. They ain't got no choice but to wake up. This is Isaiah 21:12. The watchman said, the morning cometh, and also the night. Yeah, see, it is salvation for us, but it's going to be damnation for them. You see, they're going to be in utter darkness and not know why they slip and slumber and on a slippery slope that they cannot catch any grip because it is set for them to fall. You see, if ye will inquire ye, return, come. You see? But a lot of people are not going to be able to rise themselves from their lowliness. They're not able to change their wicked thoughts and turn their wicked ways. They're set in what they're doing. Okay? Period. You see? As to the reason why Yahweh Shai is what made it clear for us to stay focused in the word until he returns. So that way we be occupied in the word and not and not in folly. That's the reason why it is good to always play either another brother's video, tune into other brothers' videos, or play your own video. But always try to keep some positive input of this word going into your mind, so that way you're always get that which you need, and that edification. You're receiving that power that you can use to fight against these spiritual powers that's in these high places that we're battling against. It's not just the physical flesh. Okay, it's all about the spiritual principalities that we're going up against too. Okay, Matthew chapter 16, verse 3. And in the morning it will be foul weather today. You see, that is what the assumption of, if one have that in their understanding for their day, for that's for them. But for us, for the sky is red and lowering for them. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the race of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? See, for them, many of the people of today, they're not able to discern the times of what's going on. They're not able to concern why they see the different events that's happening in the sky and in the stars, and in the installations. But for us, we can see these things. We know why these things are happening. We know why these things are going on. We know it's Yahweh Shai, because it's time for what? This great whore, America, Babylon, to be judged. It's time for it to be judged. Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth to come. And that's flat out. That's flat out. A lot of people just simply have not, concerned themselves about that. You got these women out here, they're concerned about trying to get a high body count. Okay? And so if they feel with disease, any female concerned about a high body count, her mind is so destroyed. She's in the physical, and the Bible says the woman that liveth within her pleasures is dead yet while she liveth. Okay? Because she on board. She on board. Okay? But this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. You see? And broken up by the thief, that catches it unaware of. Okay, because many of our people are not aware that Esau is Edom, is the thief, and he is the one that's going to come and rob them. Watch when martial law. Watch when they declare martial law, and these armored vehicles go rolling down the streets. Okay, and they're going to have be on the PA announcing for everybody to come outside. Okay. Women and children line up on one side of the street, on the sidewalks, and men, young and old, on the other side of the street. And they're ordered for the young men to start walking forward straight to those buses, prison buses, with the gates on the windows, so they can ship them straight on off to boot camp. Straight out, flat out. You know how Trump do, okay? They're not going to Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. They're going straight to a boot camp. They're going to train them for 5 weeks. It's supposed to be 15. They're going to train them for 5 weeks. Just enough for them to learn how to break a rifle down, put it back together, aim it, shoot, and maybe run an obstacle. That's it. They ain't gonna get the real deal. They're not gonna get the full tech on the explosives part of their routines and assignments and different things that concern them using explosive. They're not gonna get none of that. They're gonna get put on the front line straight out to areas where they are purposely gonna be bombed. Okay, because they are jakes. Okay, took it from here, from their land, and took it over to another land so they can be killed off, so their seed cannot be, cannot be brought back here to their own land. Okay, and the women, the children and the children and the women are going to be separated from each other, because the Bible says in the war they do get children. See, so all this is going to happen. All this is going to transpire, and plus they're going to be rifling. The martial law police, they're going to come through. They're going to be 5 to 10,000 strong in each neighborhood. When they say come outside, the people better come outside, flat out, flat out. They're going up inside there. They're going to rush in. They're going to be doing reconnaissance mission. They're going to be taking, your off-grid equipment, your food, and all the different things, your cans of this, that, and the other. They're going to be taking your stuff, okay? And telling you, no, they're going to be telling you shit, you know. If they do tell you anything, it'll be because they'll say because your food and stuff can be better used for other people. So a lot of you that's out there that's heaping up a lot of food and all this and that, hey, you might just be heaping it up for the martial law soldiers to come take that shit away. Flat out, you know. So hey, keep within your means and rely on who? Yahweh Shai. That's all we got. We ain't got nothing else. We don't have anything else. You see? And would not have suffered his house being broken up. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 44. Therefore, be ye also ready. For in such hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. You see? You see? And the time is coming. He's coming. Say Revelation chapter 1 and 7. He's going to empty out the entire kingdom of heaven of all his angels. He's coming straight here. Isaiah 66 and 15. Okay? And he's going to plead with all flesh with fire. Okay? And the slain of the many, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay? When he cometh. Luke chapter 12, verse 49 to 52. When the Lord comes, he coming to bring fire. He ain't coming. He ain't coming to see if he can talk with the world leaders to see if we can get a little plot of land that maybe we can, maybe get the kingdom of heaven started up. If we can just get the understanding and maybe some donation. Are you kidding? Nigga. Yahushua said, I shall not meet thee as a man. He's coming as an angelical force. You understand? All those shall be beaten to powder in the presence of Yahushua. You understand? So for real. Okay? First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. And this is true. Why? Because if you about this truth, you got that faith, and that faith got you doing works, and that works got you prophesying, and that prophesying got you awakening brothers and sisters out there, and that's receiving this word, this truth, this spiritual music that's coming from you, flowing from your bellies, like the everlasting life, spiritual life of who? Yahweh Shai. You see? And so you pushing that out there, they're receiving it, and it's time that they need not. If they be receiving it, they need not be told about this, that, or the other. They already know. They already know, and they're out there pushing it. And in stride, we pushing it together. In the spirit, we pushing this truth. We hewing down the enemy. We chopping him down. We fanning them. We let them know with this word of their impending doom. Okay, they ain't got nothing to look forward to but their judgment. Okay. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. You understand? Like this raccoon. This raccoon today, I was about to sleep. He woke me up out of my sleep and slumber. You know, he on the roof of my motorhome right now, and chilling toward the front, and he big. You know, the motorhome did a little shake, so it's a big raccoon. You know what I'm saying? And so he's a thief in the night. He's robbing me of my sleep. That's the reason why I'm making this video, right? 1 o'clock at night, right? First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, and it reads, "For when you know what? Yeah, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child." You see? And that's horrible to catch somebody at that. That's that's a horrible. That's just like when you see those nature channels. When you see a wildebeest is giving birth, she giving birth. The front arms are coming out, and you see the head is starting to come out, and some lions come running up. She got to take off running with her calf half hanging out of her ass. You see, that's what that shit is like. And just wait. And for a lot of these women out here, these pregnant women, it's not going to be good for them when the society shuts down. It's going to be hard for them. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be straight horrible. And they're pregnant, and they're going to be going through all kinds of, body changes and different things going on and stuff. They're not going to be receiving the nutrition that they need in order to support that baby. That baby is going to die in their stomach. As to the reason why, what? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse, 40 something. The Lord makes it clear that the women, Eve, she's going to eat her own children, even the ones that come down from in between her legs. Right? You see? You see? Look, I'd like to take the time to remind you to press the like button, and also, if you would please, if you push the subscription button and the notification bell, that way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. As good shepherds of the Lord, our job is, as always, to feed the sheep. Okay? Then suddenly destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see, they shall not escape. That's just the bottom line. They won't. You see, they're going to cook their own children and anybody else's that come along. Other people's going to do the same thing. You see, the animals, they too. They gonna see, you see a 1-year-old, 2-year-old walking down the street, no mama, no dad, because they don't got killed. The children walking around because they hungry. They don't know what to do. They just wandering around. You can see the teeth of wild beasts run up on them, and devour them, start ripping them to pieces like a dog ripping a cat to pieces. You see, and they shall not escape. You see, you see. It's John chapter 1, verse 6. And so the shipmaster came to him and said unto him, What meanest thou, O sleeper? You see, wake up. It's time to wake up out of sleep and slumber. Okay, and stay steadfast, strong in the word. Arise, call upon thy God. If so be that God will think upon us, that we perish not. You see? You see? We're very thankful that Yahweh shall pray for us. John chapter 17, 9. You see? And those saints is already up there. You know, they waiting. They praying for us too. They watching us down here. They rooting for us. You see? They rooting for us. Just like we rooting for them. See? That's the way it goes. You see? You see? And so we can read about one more of these or so. Might read this, and close it out. This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. You see? You see? You're the bridegroom. You cannot slumber, because if you do, those that depend on your spiritual vibration, your spiritual edification that you give them to awaken the hopeful elect, they wouldn't get it. If you slumber, they'll sleep. And remember, our job is to feed the sheep. You see? So So, brothers and sisters, we're going to go ahead and end it off right there. Lord's will, you were edified by today's lesson, motivated or inspired, or if not, I pray that you would provoke the thought to do better, that you would put together some precepts, that you would make a video to edify and feed the sheep. Because as good shepherds of the Lord, as always, our job is to feed the sheep. So, brothers and sisters, the water ever so much for tuning in to today's video. Thank you. Okay. And it's wonderful. And as always, we're pushing this truth. So we're going to close it out. You see? So we're going to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace. And salutations to the hope of the elect. Shalom. It's time to awaken.